Niels is on a roll. He's been winning every tournament he's been playing, so he didn't need much preparation. And yeah, I've been playing a lot of tournaments as well, so we practiced a lot together over here.
We've played so many years now. I mean, once you see each other and you play a couple hours, it clicks right away. So you get back into the mode that we were in last year.
We got very close, and we just want to do one better this year.
We know Sweden from the Euro Tour circuit, but obviously Marcus played the other year, so they got a fresh team. We never drew them in this event yet, so they're both very strong players. We know them also from the European Championships. We played them there, so not a team you can underestimate. They're very strong.
Well, that Dutch partnership of Niels Feijen and Nick van den Berg, capable certainly of going all the way. Two very experienced, capable pool players, both veterans of the Mosconi Cup, both with a ton of big titles to their names. They'll be the overwhelming favourites against Sweden. Do you see an upset tonight, Ted? You predicted Qatar. Are you confidently going to go out on a limb for the Swedes tonight?
No, I'm not. They're going to be provide a stingy resistance, but Holland, the Netherlands, one of my favorites to win, actually my favorite to win this year's World Cup of Pool. They came in second, runner-up to the Philippines last year, and that was a very close match. And since then, Nick, Niels Feijen has gone on an epic tear through the sport of professional pool.
Winner breaks, Holland to break.
He's the World Masters champion, but perhaps more importantly, he is the current World 9-ball champion, the premier singles event in pool. He won that in Qatar back in June. And since then, he has won, this man right here, Niels Feijen, 7 out of the last 8 events that he has entered.
That is what you call good form.
And, you know, we know this is a Scotch doubles event. He is very good friends with the exceptionally talented Nicky van den Berg. So these guys will have no problem gelling together. They present a very formidable team against Sweden.
Well, they got the Niels Feijen got the 1 ball down. There's the orange hanging invitingly over a pocket as well. 2 and the 3, the top end of the table. There's that 5 ball I was talking about. 2 and 3 are uptown, and that's the immediate problem, how to dispose of that 2.
Looks like he's looking at a combination. This is van den Berg, hails from Amsterdam.
That's not going to have the legs.
Well, that works as a safety. So now, Team Sweden. That'll be Andreas Gervin. And behind him, Thomas Larsson. I've seen Sweden in team competitions.
Tension cold.
And they always put up a good fight. They're the kind of team that always quality. I wouldn't say a threat to win it, but quality. Class guys for sure.
There's the contact, and is it going to drop? Hasn't quite got the legs. He needs that. He needs that to hide up behind that 9. And I think this is a shot the Dutch will take on every day of the week.
Well, he's going to jump it. This will be Niels, and this is just sitting out there like a turkey shoot. You can just knock this off. It's got the short stick.
There it is. And look at the control with the cue ball as well. Left it perfectly for Nick van den Berg. Made that look easy. So they're up and running. The pink 4 goes where you want it. May even look to make a combination 4-5 if he wishes to. Which he doesn't. He's pushed it beyond that. But with the 5 sitting there, that is a wonderful insurance policy for the Dutch.
37-year-old Niels. Originally from The Hague in the Netherlands. Actually, Nick resides in Denmark at the moment. His wife is from Denmark.
And goes by the nickname of the Terminator.
And he has certainly lived up to that nickname in the last year.
Yeah, you can't say I'll be back because he's never gone away, has he? Been a top player for as long as anybody cares to remember. There goes the 5, and
it's got to slow down.
Yeah, doesn't want to get too close.
Right.
Just travelling away. He's okay, as you say, a little bit close. And they've got to get position on that brown 7 off the back of this.
How's that for confidence?
How's that for position?
That is a confident stroke. "30-second shot clock." You can see it at the bottom of your screen. At when there's 5 seconds left, you'll hear the beep.
And they are allowed one extension, a 30-second extension per rack. They're not going to need 30 seconds to put away this 9-ball. Vandenberg pulls the trigger. 1 rack in the book. Made that look nice and comfortable, didn't they?
Yeah, I know it's only a, it's a race to 7. We always like to say anything can happen, but this pair is going to be exceptionally tough to beat this week.
Well, their record, Vandenberg and Fine, runners up last year, wanting to go one better. As you can see, they were together in 06, 07 and 08 and 09 when they reached the quarterfinal. Niels almost a permanent fixture. And you can see what happens when that partnership is not in place. Not quite so good, the Dutch. But put these two in harness next to each other, good things happen. Well, let's see how Nick Vandenberg can break. Get comfortable, boys, because I don't think you may not be going anywhere for a while. Great break last time. Can Vandenberg follow suit?
Interesting contrast between Vandenberg and Fine. Vandenberg is considered a prodigy in pool, someone who doesn't really have to practice that much because he's just a natural talent, whereas Fine admittedly didn't even have much natural talent, but he has had to work for everything that's come his way, and boy, does he work hard. I don't think there's anybody that works harder in pool than Niels Fine. And what's interesting, as you know, Nick, because you've covered pool in the past and years ago, and remember Niels Fine from being around. He's always been a great fixture at the top of the sport, but he was missing the world titles and that greatness. And in the last 2 years, he dedicated himself to learning the tactical safety part of the game, and also got the family life and had a kid. He's got another kid on the way, and it's really served him well. And he's taken his game to that level of one of the world's greats in the last 2 years.
Well, that's what I remember of Niels. He was one of those guys, if you were off your game, he'd beat you, but he didn't necessarily have the talent level to knock off the real top dogs, the real big guns. And as you say, Ted, now he has, and now he's proven it time and again.
Well, because Niels was always like a real offensive player, but he added that tactical safety game into his arsenal within the last 2 years, working with a Dutch coach, Alex Lely. Oh, and that is a big mistake right there. And that's why you play safety. That's why you put them in jail, as they say. And that is ball in hand for Holland.
And That's bad. That's nicely done, but with ball in hand, really, against the Dutch, can't be doing that.
Pure dedication and hard work for Niels Fyen. And boy, what a partner he has in Nick Vandenberg. They were so close to beating Team Philippines last year. It really just came down to one ball late in the match. You know, it's great too. They lost with grace. They didn't complain and sulk and whinge and moan, and they just afterwards they were smiling and laughing, and hey, that's the way it goes. You know, you got to love that.
And that just about staggered its way in, didn't it? It's going to be a good team. Going back to what you're saying, it's going to be a real top team to beat them this year. Not the most convincing shot Vandenberg has ever played. Used the full width of that pocket. Got position though for his partner, and it's plain sailing from here on in.
Well, you can just sit back and admire two masters at work, Dutch masters.
So far, it's too easy. We've already had one shutout. The Koreans were well and truly obliterated. Sad to see. 7-0 yesterday. The Swedes are not going to get many opportunities, and if they do get to the table, they're going to have to try and find a way to stay there for a long, long time.
Whoa, well, that'll be all right. Just cannoned into that 9, but now Niels will have to bring it up table, top left corner.
And there it goes. Sweet as a nut. Didn't need the jaws. Just dropped straight in. A long 9 to establish a 2-0 lead in this race to 7. Can't say that the Swedes have done anything wrong. They've not had a chance to do anything. Full stop.
Well, there was a foul from Gerwin, and that led to that rack. And but you know, it's just going to pile on the pressure for Sweden to produce and maybe do something that they don't want to do, which is like, you know, play offensive and when they should play safety. And this is going to be a very, very tough team to beat.
Breaking well as well.
You know, Nick, in sport, you know, when you winning breeds winning.
Fine, having a good look
Two
at
rack
that
3,
rack.
Holland to break, leading 2-0.
Nigel Rees, the referee, has done his job to Fyen's satisfaction. Now let's see if he can get that one ball, that yellow ball, on the top of the diamond there. Let's see if he can track that into that middle pocket at the top. He's been getting corner balls. Missed the one again, and they may have come up dry here. And that, oh, he's got himself the one.
Legal break, control passes.
But he did not get 3 balls involved. You have to get 3 balls past the head string, that line, or you have to have a ball down and 2. There's 2, but one of them then drops. So short of the 3 count. So the Swedes will come up and take control of the table now. Or if they want to, they can say, I don't want it. You can have it back.
Well, of course, with that 1 down and the shot on the 2, they're definitely going to take this. Good safety opportunity here.
Some quiet, please.
Vandenberg weighing up his route to that 2.
Extension call.
I called it really early because this needs to be weighed up. Taking the long way around on this one. Now, can he get safe?
Oh, he might get lucky.
No, that hangs in there. But he has avoided the straight shot onto the 2, and that's 7 though hanging. Well, I can bank out of it. But the risk, of course, Ted, is
You could jump it too.
Extension call.
they're really going to take their time over this one. Thomas Larsson having a good look. How confident a jumper is he?
No, he's not going to jump it. He's going to bring it off that long rail, back, kick at it, and
nails
done.
Nails it.
That's even. That would have been better if that 2 had dropped.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it?
That was a
Would have been
great
perfect.
shot.
Terrific shot, really good. And the 2 couldn't have done much more.
Well, I guess they figured the percentages were pretty high that he could have even mishit that 2, and hopefully would have hit the brown 7. So yeah, you can see they would have had position on the 3, and that would have really opened up the rack. And now it's an interesting shot. Going to bring it up table and back down for the 2. Just got to watch the scratch.
And he's done
Okay.
that. Delicately played. We've got a ball right at the top end of the table there that is going to have to be dealt with at some point. The black 8. That is
Well, now it's on to the 4, and it does not have any clear pocket. He banked it right in. Nicely done.
Really good shot. And he's left it very nicely lined up for the 5 as well.
Crowd appreciates it.
Yeah, that's a great shot. But the shot in this rack is getting off the 6 to the 8. And that shot comes up now.
Looks a bit straight. Man, it's got a bit of an angle. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Need that angle in order to bring that cue ball back for that black 8.
So watch the cue ball. That's what we need to see. Got past the head string. They'll take that. Now it needs to stop. Ooh.
Didn't really want to be straight.
No.
So now he's going to have to punch this and get that cue ball out into the table like that. Okay.
You should get it, Andreas. Needs to get it.
It's good effort so far in this rack for Team Sweden.
Just got to seal the deal here. Put that 9 away. You do see him bounce around the jaws at this kind of range occasionally. Like that. Oh, we got away with it. He got away with it. There was a friendly poster guy sitting in that pocket to just pull it in. And the Swedes are very, very happy about that. 2-1. But that was a nervous finish. So, Sweden in business. Thomas Larsson, the sniper.
Well, I think if they had any nerves, they've been wiped away now, Sweden, because that was some really good, crafty shot making in the last round.
And he's got the one ball down, and it's legal as well. But where's that blue 2 going to go? Yuck. Didn't want that.
Will it be a push out? Or they can see an edge of that 2, Nick.
Yeah, is there a benefit to a push out here, do you think? Because there's plenty of safety opportunities here.
You know, I don't know if they can see enough of that 2 to get any, you know, sort of guarantee.
With the push out, of course, you do whatever you want, apart from scratch.
Extension called.
We saw one of those yesterday. Was that a first for you, Ted? All the pool you've watched around the world over the years? Somebody
Never saw that before.
A scratch on a push out.
Never. I couldn't. I don't remember what the Korean Jong was thinking. It's like he just goes, you know, let's get out of here. Pocketed the cue ball.
Push out called.
Push out. So I can place that cue ball anywhere on the table. Usually you leave your opponent somewhat of a shot, nothing too tasty.
Because the opponent has an option. They can take that on, or they can just give it straight back to you.
See that? They can see the 2. There's no particular pocket, so Holland has to decide whether they want to shoot this. Maybe they see a good safety.
Well, they're having a really good look at this
Extension.
before
Extension
committing
call.
themselves.
Well, apparently they see a safety option. So they're going to take it on. If they didn't like it, they could hand it back to Sweden.
And you do see that often. The team will just take a look and say, no, not me. Now, can he get safe? There's the answer. I think he wanted it behind the 7 if he could get it, but he'll take that.
There's Nick Vandenberg. Now this could be potted in the side pocket.
And it is. And look at that. The green's on its way as well. There's a little bonus. Terrific jump shot.
Crowd loves it here at the Mountbatten Center in Portsmouth.
He didn't want that. He didn't want that contact. So he was trying to bring it back to the pink 4 at the top of the table, and that slowed the cue ball right down.
Yeah, and that's a bit of a mess there. That's a very thin cut if he's going to go for it. Otherwise, he's going to have to give up the table. Ooh. Yeah. Bit of a two-way shot there, Nick.
It was. It's exactly what it was.
If he pots it, they can still shoot. If not, he goes safe.
Now, what does Niels Feijen do? He looks for safety. What's he going to get? Is that going to keep going? Is that going to keep going? I think there might be a shot at this. Again, the overhead angles can be deceptive. That's a bit of a clearer look at it.
Yeah. He can see that.
But it's on the rail, that cue ball. That's the good news for the Dutch. So the cueing action is going to be compromised slightly.
Yeah, but the angle of the shot allows him to hit more the middle of the cue ball, so he doesn't have to hit it too hard there. But, okay. I don't know. Does that...
That's not helpful.
Yeah, that went a little too far. You didn't want that to go that far.
It actually dropped in no man's land. It needed to be hit a little bit softer or a little bit harder. Where he's left it is the worst of both worlds. It's nowhere.
So now they're going to have to go safe.
Got distance. And well played again. Extensions have been used in this rack, so the clock ticking on Nick Vandenberg, who will kick at this.
He's got to hope that keeps going.
Yeah, he needs that to travel and travel and travel and travel
Great
all
shot.
the way to the rail.
That's not easy when the object ball's coming off the rail. That's a really good shot. When you don't have balls to hide behind, you at least get distance.
Pressure back on the Swedes. That's getting perilously close to the pocket. Has he got it blocked?
Well, here's a jump opportunity right here.
Yeah, isn't it just? Look at where that ball is. That pink. Fight at the orange, excuse me, that 5 ball just hanging, begging to be dispatched.
So Niels goes and pulls out Shorty. So it's not just the the dramatic jump shot is one thing. He's got to be able to bring it back for the 7 ball.
Has he got enough? Has he got enough? He's waving it on.
Wow. Terrific shot.
It's a heartbreaker for the Swedes. Not only does he make the pot, which wasn't difficult for somebody like Feiern, but just look what he's left.
Well, the top-class safety game that Niels has, and so does Vandenberg, they're going to be very tough to beat in safety exchanges. And that's often where these matches are won and lost, with safeties.
Did you put your neck out, Ted, at the start of the tournament and said this team wins it?
Yes.
Who is that team?
Holland.
It is the Dutch.
Yeah. I predicted that they would win the tournament. You know, I still think there's other teams, of course, that can win it. Hey, look, we've got Germany. They won this event in 2011. Homan and Suke, 2 of the greats of the game. They're back together again. Nobody's been talking about them because they're not playing till tomorrow. But I mean, so many great teams. We've got Strickland and Van Boning. Wow, what a
The defending champs are here, the Philippines.
Yeah. So we've got 9 out of the top 10 players in the world currently ranked by the WPA, World Pool Association. So this is as good a field as has ever been assembled for the World Cup of Pool.
And this is the man in sizzling form. And his partner isn't exactly a passenger either. There's the confirmation.
The only one not here, Carlo Beato, number 5 of the Philippines. All those other players are in this tournament. And there you see the world number 1, Niels Feijen. There he is.
There he is, number 1.
Without a shadow of a doubt, the very best in the world right now.
Here's Vandenberg. 3-1.
Nicky Vandenberg, no slouch himself. 6 Mosconi Cup appearances. European straight pool champion. 8-time European champion. Has played all over the world. A lot of success. He's never won a world championship, but he has won a lot of other events.
7 and 8 have gone in opposite corners. We can see the 1 ball. And if he can put this away and give his partner something to have a go at with the 2, the Dutch will have this rack under control as well. So Fine gets the pot. Where does the cue ball go? Where's that going? Let's put the brakes on. They'll take that.
Extension called.
He's got it. This is the key shot. He wants to bring the cue ball above the 3. So once he negotiates this rack should be in the bag. Very tough cut.
Where's it going to go?
Oh,
Doesn't want it to sit behind the pink. It's going to go, isn't it? It's going to go. Look at that. There was a big risk element in there because he could have ended up tucked in behind the pink, but he's cleared that and dropped it right where Fine would want it. Oh, hold on. Was that Niels Fine or an imposter?
Wow, and he's left it on.
I was looking at the next shot. I didn't even consider for a second that Niels Fine would miss that. Maybe he didn't either.
Hit it quite hard. That must have been because he felt he needed to do that for his next position, and that's why it rattled in the jaws. So a good chance now for Sweden.
A lot of players dotted around this audience looking on. See your dark horse team, Qatar. I saw those guys hanging around earlier.
They are the Qatar's the selfie kings, going around taking pictures of themselves with everybody. Did you get your picture with Qatar?
Not yet.
I did.
Well, they know you.
Maybe they don't know who you are, Nick.
You're the guy that cursed them by saying, "Watch out, they're the dark horses." They're thanking you for that. Now, can that travel? Can that get up to the 6? Yeah.
That's Bashar Hussein, one half of Team Qatar.
He looked like the weaker of the 2 for much of that match against Chinese Taipei, but then he played the shot of the match to win it. Some weakness. You'll take weak like that every time. But here we got a gift wrapped up for the Swedes by Niels Fine. And knowing Fine, he's forgotten all about that 3 already.
Thomas Larsson takes the 9 down. 3-2 now in favor of Holland. Here's the miss.
We need to see this again because you're not going to see that too often from Niels Fine. That didn't bounce around the jaws, Ted. That was just way off target.
Well, he hit it hard. He was bringing it forward to try to bring it down off the bottom rail and back out for the 4 ball. And, you know, normally if he was just hitting that ball, he just would have slow rolled it in and it would have gone right in. Tight pockets here. They're about 4 1/4 inches. 3-2 now. It'll be Sweden. Winner breaks format. Yeah, that's right. Race to 7 winner breaks. That's a baby race in pool terms. So you are never out of it, especially in the winner breaks format.
Rack 6, Sweden to break, trailing 2 racks to 3.
Andres Gervin from Sweden.
Nicknamed the Croc. Short for crocodile, I believe, not as in old croc.
They don't have crocodiles in Sweden, do they?
No, that's this guy. Let's see if he can snap up the one. Oh, it bounced around the jaws, didn't drop. Is anything going to drop? Nothing drops. No balls over the head string, just the one.
Illegal break, control passes.
There you go, illegal break.
And the 2-9 is looking like it's on. You know, they got the shot on the one here. Can they get the ball back? You're going to have to screw it back for the 2.
Yeah, that 2-9 is tempting if they can get it.
I'm
looking at it.
I don't know where else they would take the 2 ball.
Yeah, it has to be done, doesn't it? So can Vandenberg tee it up?
He's going to bring it off the rail, bring it back over.
Yeah,
that's it.
That works. You fancy Vandenberg to set up Fyan? Do you fancy Fyan to miss a shot in this pocket twice?
Not this time, as he can hit this soft.
The shortcut. The 2-9. Once again, a bit of daylight for the Dutch to play with. 4-2 in this race to 7.
Match.
4-2. Niels Fyan with the break, looking for 5-2. Let's watch that yellow ball. Can he ping that into the side pocket this time? Yes, he can.
Look out for the cue ball.
That's tracking and tracking, and it's handcuffed there, isn't it? Or can he get it? Yeah, I think he's got a clear alley to the 2. I think he's going to be okay.
He's looking at, he's good at these blind cut shots.
I was just about to ask you, Ted, is he going to go for that one?
Well, yeah,
Bottom
and
left.
it's got natural angle for the cue ball to come up at least 2 rails, but it doesn't go.
Overcooked it. But he had the sense to get out of town, although the 3 was up there anyway. But this is makeable. Or is it actually, Ted? Can he get an angle off?
Well, no,
No, he can't, can he? That 2 is a bit tight to the pocket.
Well, and trying to jump it it's too far. The blocking balls are too far away to jump.
You'd need a Barnes
Extension
Wallace bouncing bomb to get a jump on that.
Can he kick at it?
Oh, that's the nuisance ball, that pink 4, because that is right in the line of where he wants to come off that rail.
So he's looking at trying to kick it through the alley created by the 8 and the 9. The problem is this could scratch if he pulls this off. That could scratch. Oh, nicely done.
Yeah, but it's a good pot. But look how far away they are from the 3. Frying pans and fires spring to mind. So one tough shot made. And try and bank this one. Ooh.
Oh, he runs into that 4. Well, that'll work.
Or is there a channel there?
Oh, there might be.
Is there a channel there? Again, some of these angles so deceptive. But how much is that black 8 blocking the cue ball?
Well, could
The
use
fact
the 4 and the 5 as
Extension
a
call.
area to perhaps land the cue ball, hide the cue ball back there. Oh, he's going to jump. Okay.
You saw what happened last time we got old Shorty out. Where's this all going to go? That is not what he needed.
Oh, you didn't see a... It's almost impossible to play safe off a jump. So he was sort of hitting and hoping for a good result. He didn't get it. So this is Thomas Larson.
He needs to navigate some traffic to get onto the pink. And... oh,
I don't think so.
I tell you, Ted, this rack 7, nothing coming easy.
I don't know if he can, if that passes.
It's razor tight, isn't it? But he's lining it up.
It's going to be a... Oh, yes, it did. Okay.
Yep. And now suddenly the table looks a whole lot clearer. Got to get down for the 6 off the back of this one. Like that.
This is the shot right here. Gonna. Sometimes these shots into the side can be a little funny.
Not there. You wouldn't know it from that shot.
Yeah. The crowd appreciates that confident stroke.
Yeah, Larson made that one look real simple.
So Gervin now.
Well, they're not ready to go anywhere. Tough rack this, but in the end it was the lack of control on the cue ball off the jump from Niels Feijen that eventually opened it up. At 4-2, it is such a big rack. If Sweden make it, it's a close one. If it's 5-2, well, it's big trouble. And there's the jump. Lots of contact, nothing going down, but as you said, Ted, you just lose that cue ball so easily off a jump.
He didn't really have any options there. He didn't see any safety, so it was hit and pray. Prayers not answered.
Not that that goes down as an error, the way that 3 into the bottom left-hand pocket was. And Sweden staying close.
37-year-old Niels Feijen, world #1, current world 9-ball champion, current World Pool Masters champion. Also this year won the MVP in the Mosconi Cup. That was rather in December of 2013. The most recent Mosconi Cup in Vegas.
Here's Thomas Larson. What can he conjure up? Well, he's missed the 1. It's not an illegal break, but it is a dry break. The good news for him is there a shot on the one? I mean, they can see it, but I don't know if they can put it away. And of course, look where that red 3, bottom right, has landed. Very inviting. But it's the one ball that is the key here.
It looks like he wants to kick it out, down table, and park the one up table.
There is the kick. Oh, what a shot.
Wow. Did he mean to do that?
I was just going to say, did he plan this? You can't hit it any better if he did.
Yeah, he may have actually planned that, because he didn't hit it hard enough for the one ball to come all the way down table. If he planned that, that's a really gutsy call. Now look at this, Nick. You got the 2 ball out there, 3's in the corner, 4.
Just got to get to that 3 because there is some traffic to navigate bottom end of the table. But there is a big gap that Fine will be looking to exploit to put that cue ball through. Like that. Oh, is he? I think he's got away with it. Hey, where's that 9 going? Where's that going? Oh. Well, this was nearly the fluke of the night.
Yes, indeed, that would have been a winning rack for Holland. Had it gone, you have to hit the object ball first. That was the 2 ball. After that, whatever goes counts. Of course, this is 9 ball, so if the 9 ball goes, you win. So a strong cut here on the 4. No, it doesn't go. Yet another miss from Niels Fine. It was the position. You know, he was left with very difficult position. Had to execute a thin cut. Hit a good shot. Just doesn't fall. You can see he had perfect position for the next ball.
It's the poltergeist pocket again, though, Ted. We saw a hand pop up and drag one down for the Swedes earlier. Now it's put a fist out and blocked off Niels Fine. Now, get from 5 to 6. From top end to bottom end. Oh, good grief. Well, he's slightly fortunate there that the ball has bounced right out of the jaws, because Larsen
Reset the clock, please.
did not do a nice job there. He's lucky that that's just spun
Reset
out.
the clock. You're going to have to be quiet. You can hear you want to hear.
When you hit the ball that hard, you have to hit it dead center in the pocket. There's no forgiveness there. You must hit it dead center. These are tight pockets.
Now, is Vandenberg going to go for the long bank? No. Go in for safety. Gets distance. But Gerwin has got a clean look at this.
Extension called.
So big, Nick. 4-3 Sweden with a golden chance to apply some pressure for the first time in the match on Holland.
Big shot this.
He goes for the bang.
Wow.
However, hold your applause.
Yeah.
Yep, it's always, those are spectacular shots, but you've got to have position. Looks like you can see a partial of that green 6.
Or is there a kick to safety? Try and drop the cue ball behind the black. Ooh, has he fluked the black? Nope.
Oh,
He's left it wide open.
That's not good.
That's a killer. I think he could have kicked at that and tried to hide behind the 8, but he didn't take that route. And the Dutch are back in business.
Big time. What a difference in a race to 7. They're going to go up 5-3. And it was looking like Sweden was going to tie it up with a chance to go ahead, as they would have been breaking. But no. It will be Holland claiming this rack.
And here's the easiest 9 you'll ever see. Well, the story of this one was the Thomas Larsson shot, and it was a strange one. Let's have another look at this, and let's have a listen as well. Is that a double click?
I don't think he, that was definitely a legal shot there. It was such a thin cut that he basically only hit the ball after it hit the rail and came back and kicked into it.
Well, that was the shot that opened up the table.
Nick, it's a cruel game, as you know. You can come
2
so
rack 9,
close.
Holland to break, leading 5 racks to 3.
Sweden had a golden opportunity to tie it up and put serious heat on one of the favorites of this event. Instead, it is Holland now, with the finish line appearing in their sights.
Vandenberg with the break. Watch the 1 ball. Top middle. It's got a bonus there as well. I think the 4's gone. Is that the 4?
Yes, indeed.
And where's the 3 going invitingly over the pocket? The only issue on that table is getting position on the 2. Other than that, here goes the 2. It's going to marry up with that green 6. That's going to be the problem. Can you put that 2 into a pocket? And that 6 is the nuisance ball.
Well, certainly nothing obvious here. You can see they're having a few
Extension
words.
call.
Might actually try to pot that green 6 combination shot. That's what he's lining up. The thing is that the way the balls are set up in the cue ball, if the green did go, the 2 would then go in the same pocket.
Nope. But what else could he have done?
And if it doesn't go, you end up with a shot like this, which is good for Holland, because this is not easy if they try to take this combination on. It's actually a pretty smart play. You know, when you got nothing to shoot at, as long as you know you're not going to get punished, the next shot you might as well take on the offensive option. Well, they could go for the the green is very far away from the pocket to go for a combination. Could go for a cross table bank as well on the 2. Just like that. But that was a.
Is that gonna? No, it's not gonna go. It's not gonna go. But that'll tempt this. That'll tempt the Swedes.
Yeah. You mean the Dutch?
The Dutch, excuse me.
Yeah, that didn't work out. See, he tried to pocket that because he had that left him natural position on the red 3. And now this is looking pretty good here for Holland.
Whoa.
Oh no! Has to get it safe, and he does. Certainly could have made that.
I'm surprised at that one, Ted. I mean,
He overcut it.
Yeah. Played the 2-way to make sure he was safe, but he was also nicely lined up on that 3 that's just hanging over the jaws, and there's the bonus. There's the bonus at the end.
Well, he's going to try to pot this. He's going to kick it.
No.
Oh, that was not good. He shakes his head, Thomas, and now Niels quickly out of his chair. And he stands behind that 2 ball. He'll be bringing this down the rail. Not really much to worry about on the 3 ball. That's already in the jaws, just waiting to be picked off. He's just got to pot this.
And this is a fine angle. Has he got it? Yes, beautifully done. So the pink 4 went on the break. The 3 goes any which way.
Wow, this is elementary.
Yep.
They got this one mapped out already. There you see Niels pointing with his Q-tip. That's where he wants to land the cue ball after he pots this orange 5.
That's going to avoid the
Slow
pocket,
down.
but not by much.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's actually where you wanted to be. You know, you got to have that angle. You know, that's the key. So Niels can bring this out for the 8.
And now they can exhale. Vandenberg lining up the black 8. And Niels Feijen can put the Dutch on the hill in this race to 7. And that'll do it. 6-3 and breaking. The finishing line has come sharply into focus for these two. I wonder what Earl will find to complain about tonight. There's always something. That's what makes him so entertaining. We love him. Fine. with the break, doesn't get the one. Is he going to get? It's a legal break, and he's got a ball as well.
Yeah, he got the 2 ball down. Now the 1 is being blocked. I think Nick is going to go get the short stick. He will try to pot this in the side pocket, or no, he's not. Is that the short stick? Yes, it is. Yeah, he's got to take off the end of it. I thought it was like a strange short stick. Now it's a proper jump cue. Just unscrewed the butt.
There's the pot. And that's going to stay the right side of the pink, although he's going to have to cue over that pink now to nail the 3 ball here, Niels.
That's the position he wants the cue ball, where his hand was. You can see there's room there. Yeah, he can do this because it's just a delicate shot.
Extension call.
He won't have a problem with this. See, he chokes up on the cue.
Delicately done. I think the Swedes might want to be checking airline schedules back to Stockholm, because they're going to be leaving early. Yeah. We know what they're thinking. Where's my passport?
All they can do is watch. They've provided a good effort. It's what we thought would happen. It wasn't going to be a walkover, that's for sure. Sweden always puts up a good fight.
But they were chasing from the first rack, and even though there were a couple of little uncharacteristic errors from the Dutch, the Swedes never got into a groove. The only way they were going to pull off the upset was to just stay on the table for a long, long time, and they were just not able to do it.
They had it at 4-3. They had that messy rack to tie it, and it just didn't work out for them. And well, you let Holland off the hook like that at 4-3, and they just closed the deal. That's what winners do. Winners.
3 to go.
Nick, winners know how to close.
Here comes Fayant. We'll just roll that cue ball up to the top of the table.
There it is. Thing of beauty.
Now the last rites of this first round match. There goes the black.
And it'll be up to the current world #1 pool player to take it home for Holland.
And if he misses this, the world is officially coming to an end. That'll do it. Comfortable in the end for the Dutch. The Swedes stuck around, but they needed a flawless night tonight. They didn't get it, and they weren't able to capitalize on a couple of surprising errors.